Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Synovial Marketing Masterclass. I'm so excited to be here today. Today, as our guest, we have Kevin Grant with Stage to Sell Realty. So I'm so excited to have him on to talk about all things real estate and home staging. So thank you so much for being here with us today.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me. I look forward to talking.
Yeah, for sure. So a little bit, about yourself for those of you that don't know, you are in real estate, but you're also in the home staging industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I am the broker for Stage to Sell Realty. My wife and I own that business together, and we really started as a staging company. So many years ago, Adrian was doing that a little bit as a hobby, and then it turned into a full-time staging business. And then we added real estate in 2015, and then opened our own brokerage in 2018, and have had Stage to Sell since 2020. So that's how we've evolved. And the way that we put those two together, and because we believe that staging a home, which there's a lot to staging a home, it's the right way to merchandise and showcase a home when you sell it. And so we do that with all of our listings. So whether it's an occupied or vacant, we come in and make sure it looks its best through using home staging procedures and techniques.
That's really cool. So I think that's such a cool like duo because kind of like we use marketing, to help our clients. We kind of position their products and services. I would think that, home staging kind of works in the same way to kind of showcase what the home could be and really the value of that home.
Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of think of staging as marketing and the key
Mhm.
part of marketing a home. Okay. Sure, there's a lot of different ways to market a home for sale. You run ads, you send mailers, you do open houses. There's a long list of things that realtors do. But when you think about it, the first showing of any home is going to be online. So it's on a little phone, computer, that kind of thing, where the first thing you see are the photos. And
Mhm.
those photos have to look their best because that's the first impression that you get. So we always take professional photos coupled with our staging to make the home look its absolute best, because you want that first impression when you are marketing the home to be the best it can be.
100%. Yeah, we talk about that a lot with, with our marketing and with products, services. Your first impression is the most important impression. So making sure
Mhm.
that, I'm sure when someone sees a home, they can see themselves there in the home, on the photos, on the phone, that is really cool. So you and your wife kind of work
Mhm.
together in the realty space and the home staging.
Yes, yeah, we are co-owners of Stage to Sell Realty and Stage to Sell Design. Our design company is a customer of our real estate company. We also do, yeah, I said that backwards. Our real estate company is a customer of our design when we do the staging, but we also do design work for people. If they want to redesign their home, we do short-term rental where we come in with somebody that has a short-term rental and they either need it totally furnished or maybe they need it redesigned and photographs done for their marketing. So we have a variety of different products that we do. And we stage for other realtors too. We do home staging for other realtors in the area all the time and continue to make that part of our overall business.
That's awesome. So, what area are you servicing? Is it just Florida or Northeast Florida?
Yeah, I think Northeast Florida on a larger scale. We do more business in northern St. Johns County than
Mm.
others, but we've got listings all over town. We've had listings anywhere from Fernandina down to Palm Coast, even out to like McClenny. But most of it is Duval, St. Johns County is the bulk of our business.
That's awesome. So, I know that, how did you kind of get started? Did the realtor, real estate brokerage, that came first, and then the design kind of came after that as like the, add on?
Yeah, kind of the other way around, really. It's interesting that we started out really more as a staging company, and realized that coupling the two together, it would make a lot more sense. And honestly, you can make a little bit more money in commissions off of selling a home as the real estate broker than you can with staging a home. But so that's why we put the two together over time. The design work has always been there. It's kind of the flip side of the same coin, where when you're staging, you're using some of the same design principles, but you're casting a wide net. Whereas when you're doing redesign, it's specific to that homeowner. And then, of course, short-term rental, as it has grown, we added that to the mix of things that we do. So they've kind of evolved over the years, as you do lots of times with a company.
Yeah, I know that short-term rental right now, with like Airbnbs and those types of things is really, popping off really hot right now. So I'm sure that's a good industry to be in right now, helping with design of those. And
It
I
is.
wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the real estate, the real estate side, because the real estate market right now is so crazy. It's been crazy a little bit, but I'm sure you're seeing that a lot in what you're doing.
Yeah, no, that there is a lot going on, and you hear a lot of things on the news. And what I counsel people to do in Northeast Florida is to kind of listen to what you hear on the news, especially the national news, but then think about it as how it might apply in our local area. Because a lot of the doom and gloom that we've heard on the national news doesn't always apply to what we've got going on. In fact, I just looked at the July stats for the 9 county Northeast Florida area this morning. They came in, and we had a slight uptick and that's the second month in a row we've had a slight uptick in the median home price in Northeast Florida. And that is predictable. That is something that we all kind of expected, that effectively it looks like we have hit bottom and maybe have started to climb out of the correction that happened over the last few months. So we are in an area that is growing, that has a lot of appeal for people coming from other states to move here. And we still have relatively low home prices compared to other major markets around the country. So, you think about what you hear on the news, you then kind of adjust for what's really going on. But the most important thing is, if you do have questions, reach out to a local realtor who has the information and the skills to help you through the selling or the buying process. And of course, I'd love to be that local realtor, but at least talk with a local realtor that can get you the real news in this local area, because real estate is very local.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And that, I feel like a lot of people sometimes they do take that overarching, the news and things like that, and they try to apply it, to our local area and just be like, oh, now's not the time to buy a house, or now's not the time. And really taking into effect what you're saying, talking to somebody local and actually figuring out what's happening is probably
Yeah.
the best approach.
Yeah, use experts. I mean, that's what we're here. We've got training and resources that you might not have by going on Zillow or going on Realtor.com. Nothing wrong with those, but that is kind of an overview. But when you really dig into it, we also have some blog posts that we've put out on our website that can help. A new one that we just put out is around if you're interested in buying and avoiding making some mistakes in this market. We also have some recently that talk about if you're ready to sell, how to prepare your home, how to get it ready to sell in a market like this. So, use those tools of experts like us to make sure that you're getting the right information. And then, of course, talk with lenders, talk with other people who have been through the process recently to make sure you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's great to know, that you have those blog posts and have that information that people can go to themselves. If they're thinking about
Mm-hmm.
selling or thinking about buying, they can, go to your website. We'll have that in the show notes so that they can research. I think research is key with, any process, I think research is key, whether it's home buying, home selling, pretty much anything you do. Research
Yeah.
is important. So that'll be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, especially something that's as significant as a home sale or a home purchase, right? You're only going to do it a few times a year. I mean, generally, you don't people don't do it as a hobby. Yeah, maybe you're an investor, or you're flipping homes, but you don't say, I'm just going to sell my home and a year later. So usually you only do it a few times in your lifetime. And so you want to make sure you've got a trusted person helping you out with that transaction all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really important. I also wanted to talk about you're part of a group. Is the group that you're a part of, is that more of the home staging, home design, or is there a realty group as well?
Yeah, no, good question. I'm the local chapter president for the Real Estate Staging Association. And so, fun fact here and self promotion is we were just elected the chapter of the year for the
Oh,
Real Estate Staging Association in the United States. There are about 30 or 40 chapters around the country. I should know that number exactly, but there's quite a few. And so we won that award because of the good things that we are doing here locally. It's a group of home stagers, and it's an association that meets regularly to really evangelize about the benefits of home staging and to help us
mm,
all grow our staging business. But at least half of the members of our association are real estate agents and or realtors, um, because they want to get more information about how to use home staging to sell homes faster and for more money. We've got a an event coming up on August 24th, and we need to highlight that because you're a big
yes.
part of it there. And would love to have anybody who's interested in the staging industry because it's all about just providing information and growing the industry. So even if you're a homeowner or someone that just thinks it's a neat topic, we'd love to even see you there.
100%. Yeah. So we will be, Synovial Marketing will be presenting there on marketing and the topic of making about email marketing. The conference, I think, is about like technology, about using technology in the home staging, in the real estate world. So we're super excited to be presenting
Yeah,
on email marketing and, kind of how that fits in. August 24th, and that's from 9:30. It'll start at 9:30.
that's right. Start at 9:30. We've got you on talking about email marketing and how to grow your small business, and I can't wait for
Mhm.
that. And I've even
Yeah.
got some specific questions for you around that
Mhm.
we might even go into beforehand. And
Yeah.
then we're also talking about using artificial intelligence, Chat
Mm.
GPT, effectively to help with your marketing functions, whether it's creating blogs or social media scripts or scripts for videos, to help grow your small business. So sure, it's targeted on real estate agents and stagers, but anyone with a small business can really benefit from the topic that we are going through.
100%. Yeah, I know our listeners and followers of Synovial Marketing know that we are all about the systems and automations, and we talk so much about AI and how it's changing, the marketing world and how it can really help businesses, across the board, small, medium, and large, grow their business and be more effective and, things like that. So I think that's going to be a really great topic and a really great conference for anybody, like you said, to attend.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And lunch is included. So, and it's not too
Lunch is
expensive.
included. That's
So,
even better. That's a
yeah.
big perk.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely have the details of that again in the show notes, the dates and times for that. We definitely want to see everybody there. I wanted to ask, as far as the association that you're a part of, is that people can apply? You said it is like realtors as well as like home stagers. Does home stagers include like interior designers, or like what is the qualifications for the home staging aspect?
Right.
You know.
No, great. Yeah, great question. Absolutely. We do have interior designers that are part of the organization, stagers, and then people who work within that industry. Because part of the and realtors and real estate agents, because some of the benefits that come out of being part of the Real Estate Staging Association are getting some marketing materials. We're part of buyer groups, so if you're in the staging industry, we get wholesale and discounted wholesale pricing on accessories and furniture to use in staging homes. There are other perks and benefits related to our industry that you get as being part of the association. It's about $190 a year to join nationally, and then it's $30 to join the local chapter. And a new thing we're doing this year is we're doing some awards. So if you're a staging company, then we're doing 3 different awards. Best vacant staging, best occupied staging, and best redesign. So that's even for the design companies to get into that redesign category. So.
Wow. Yeah, that's really good. And I'm listening and thinking about, I know we have a lot of our listeners, a lot of our followers are small businesses that have products like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of like home design products. And so, do you
Sure.
work with local small businesses to also connect them with the interior designers, with the home stagers, so that their products can be used? You said like the wholesale pricing and things like that.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. We have changed our chapter a little bit to try and be more inclusive of anything related to the home industry, right?